is the only thing I know. When it's black rain, then you know it's gon' pour. Running up the score is the only thing I know. If I need a comeback, I'm clutch in a fourth. And I'm getting sticky with the stick work too. It's already over if I kick first. Ooh, top 100, they can get work too. First in the world, and it's got me in a mood. Running up the score is the only thing I know. When it's black rain, then you know it's gon' pour.
Alright, man, so I've been doing some thinking. Right? And my thought process the other day was this right here. We're going to just flood the market with content. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to put out a bunch of small, short videos throughout the day. And, you know what I'm saying? Just let the views, just do what the views are going to do. Then I thought about it, right? I said, if I put out 2 or 3 videos on this channel per day, that's me having to edit a couple times per day. That's me having to come out with a different title a couple times per day. Create a different thumbnail a couple times per day. And then I looked at the views, and the views are not doing good a couple times per day. Because that's because, like, I'm holding your attention span for, you know what I'm saying, 12, 14, 16 minutes on this video. Then 3 hours later, I drop another video. I expect you to stop what you're doing and watch that video. Then stop what you're doing and watch that video. And it's like, I can't expect you guys to do that. You know what I'm saying? Then I want you to hit the like button on this video, and that video, and that video. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's more work. It's just too much. So then I thought about it. I looked around on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I just did a little looking around, and I said, oh, you know who I ain't watched in a long time? I said, I ain't watched TD Barrett in a long time. And I went and looked at his videos, and he drops every other day or every 2 days. And it's 3, 4, 2 hour long videos. And I said, and he doing it with franchise. And I said, wait a minute. I can do that with ranked regs. I said, you know, I could pick a team and play 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 games with them, and it'll be, you know, 2, 3 hour videos. And I was like, wait a minute, why not just do that right there and make it easier on myself, give you guys more content, and give you guys, you know what I'm saying, so you guys can see me play with these teams multiple times. Now, what I want to do is I want to do it by random. So I know I'm gonna have having people down below in the comment section, yo, play with this guy, play with that team, play with that team. I don't know how to do random right here, so I'm gonna just have to go to the depth chart and close my eyes and stop. And we got the Chargers. Now, before we get into this video, I watched TD Bear's video the other day. I didn't watch the full video. I watched a little bit of the Steelers. Can we three-peat or something like that? And he says it a lot. Kill the like button, man. I need you guys to hit that like button. And I got to start giving you guys a like goal. So how about this? Let's see if we can get 500 likes on this video. It's going to be a longer video, you know what I'm saying? A longer video. 500 likes on the video. That's all we're asking for, man. Hitting that like button lets me know that I'm doing my job correctly. And yeah, man. So yeah, kill the like button. Now, once again, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to TD Barrett, you know what I'm saying, for giving me this. I didn't talk to him or nothing, but just giving me this little bit of motivation that you know what I'm saying. I'm like, okay. Now, a lot of people won't do that. A lot of people won't be like, where'd you get this idea from? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I give props to whoever, you know what I'm saying. I always give props. So, shout out to TD Barrett for just being a little inspiration to me right now. Because I'm going to tell you what happened, right? This is what happened. Woods and Leonard. This is what happened. I was streaming the other day on Twitch. I was streaming on Twitch, and I was streaming on YouTube. Now, if you know anything about YouTube, you guys know. Did I say Woods? I did not mean Woods, because he's a safety. Don't want a safety right there. Let's go Taylor. And then that way I can go Woods right there as my user. Then I can go. Don't want a linebacker in there, man. I really don't want a linebacker. Let's go. Don't really want Durbin right there either, because Durbin is going. Okay, I can use a linebacker. It's usually my blitzing type of person right there. So we can go you right there. Which means off this left edge we need Bosa. This left edge Khalil Mack. In the slot, we want Keenan Allen, power back, Eckler, third down, Eckler. Right here, we can go U. Because who's my corner? Mike Davis, bam. And then right here, Durbin. What does Durbin got? Reinforcement, flat zone KO.
Head over to your App Store or Google Play and download the best way to play fantasy, PrizePicks. Use code RAIN4 to get a 100% discount code up to $100. It's pretty simple. Pick 2 or more players from the board, choose over or under their projected stat line for the day, and choose which way you want to profit. With Flex Play, you can miss one and still win, or you can go big with the power play to win more. PrizePicks offers every sport you can think of, from NBA to NFL to even college sports as well. PrizePicks has a ton of stats to choose from, including 3-pointers made, rebounds, assists, even the touchdowns, RBIs, and home runs. PrizePicks also allows mixed sports entries, like you can take the over on LeBron's points and the under on Mahomes' touchdowns on the same entry. There's also many celebrities who use and partner with PrizePicks, including Famous Los, Matt Ryan, John Collins, and many more. In 2021, PrizePicks had 300,000 new members and paid out over $130 million in prizes. With the easy withdrawal system, PrizePicks is the best legal way to play player props. Once again, go to your App Store or Google Play and download PrizePicks. And don't forget to use code RAIN4 for a 100% deposit match up to $100.
Okay, I need to have. He's a flat zone. He got flat zone KO, and a lot of times that guy's my flat. So right here needs to be, who's that? Taylor. Bam, that's the lineup. So, other day I was streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Now, you can't play music in the background and stream on YouTube because they will kick your ass out for fucking, they'll kick you out for copyright. And I knew that, right? But there's a little trick that you can do. So, about 2 hours in your stream, what they'll do is they'll kick you out for copyright or whatever. So boom, soon as they kick you out, you just go to your live stream and delete it, and it's like nothing ever happened. You know what I'm saying? Soon as they kick you out, now they got to do their research and everything. Was this actually copyright? Let me go through and see this. And before they got the chance to do all that, you just delete it. I was on stream the other day, and I'm streaming, and I was in a Players Lounge tournament, and I was locked in. They kicked me off of YouTube, and I was just locked in. And I'm still streaming, and I forgot all about it. I look, I get an email notification, my phone buzz. I look at it. You now have a copyright strike on YouTube. I'm like, oh my God. And I read it, and they said, you can't post content for 1 week. I said, no way. I said, I can't post content for 1 week on YouTube. I'm like, nah. And in my mind started racing, like, okay. All right, so all this old content I got, we're gonna throw it away. Cause what I planned on doing is taking the What I planned on doing was taking the games from the game from the stream, from the Twitch stream, chopping them up and voicing over them. And then I thought about it, like, you know, that's just a lot to do, honestly. That's a lot to do. And then I looked at the views on the content that's not in-game commentary, and it wasn't the best. So I was like, this is way too much work to be doing for not a lot of views and not a lot of likes and things like that. So I was like, that's not smart, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, and I prepared myself. I said, so I'm gonna be off of this shit for a whole week. I said, okay, how can I make up the time or the money from a whole week? Wow. Linebacker picked that shit. I don't know how he picked that shit, but appreciate it. I said, how can I make up the time? I said, okay, what I'm finna do is I'm finna just create these long ass videos while I got a week off. You feel me? I can just take the one team and do 2-3 hour video. I can take this team, do 2-3 hour video. And it started making sense to me, like, yeah, that's what I need to be doing anyway. We didn't score. Wow. I'm like, that's what I should be doing anyway. once it clicked in my mind, I'm like, hey, I should do that anyway. So that's where we're at right now. I was live streaming whenever I was live streaming when it came to the point where, like, okay, you can't even post for a whole week. And my mom would just raise them while I'm playing subscribers, and I'm just throwing interceptions and shit. And I was like, you know what, let me get off of here. I streamed for 4 hours. I only streamed for like 2 hours. But when they cut me off on YouTube and they told me I was copyrighted, I was like, damn, I might as well just stream for like 2 more hours, trying to make a little bit more money, you feel me? So I ended up streaming for 4 hours. My brain was fried. I was like, you know what, let me get off of here. Laid in the bed, and I thought about it. I said, okay, let's just make longer videos, bro. Like, instead of me sitting here playing this game and getting off, and then playing the game and getting off, playing the game and getting off, and they gotta edit that, and then try to post 3-4 different videos. It's like, nah, that don't make sense. Put it all in one long ass video. While you got these people's attention, they done click on the video already. Keep their attention as long as you can. Keep their attention as long as you can. Ask them to hit the like button a couple times throughout the video. Give them a like goal a couple times throughout the video. You know what I'm saying? So we still want 500 likes throughout the video. And get ready for the next day, man. And get ready for the next day. You already been doing this shit since forever. How did I not pick that? You already been doing YouTube since forever. You know what I'm saying? So now it's time. I usually give you guys longer videos. 30, 35, 40, 45 minute videos. Let's up it a little bit, man. Let's see if we can up it. You know what I'm saying? While you're already here, let's up it. So that's where we at right now. Great defense. Ooh, flat zone KO over there with Durbin. We might probably gonna pick that. Now, yes, it's gonna be different for me. It's gonna be a lot stressful, but it's gonna be easy. And the reason I say it's gonna be easy because there's a part. Wow, they holding on to this shit. There's I'm not about to take the games that I play on stream and cut them up and chop them up. Nah. So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna ask you guys to go. I pass committed like an idiot, and that's why everybody's getting blocked. Everybody's slow, and he ran out of bounds. Wow. What I need you guys to do is go and subscribe to me. Or no, go and follow me on Twitch. Go and follow the Twitch. That's where all the live games will be. You know what I'm saying? So after you get done watching this video right now, go over to the Twitch. Download the Twitch app. Download the Twitch app. What? Search Black Rain 4, hit that follow button, and you guys will be able to see all my past live streams. And you can check them out, and you can see exactly what be going on. I'm playing subscribers. I'm playing Players Lounge tournaments. I'm playing subscribers, Players Lounge tournaments. We listen to music in the background. It's a nice little vibe. You know what I'm saying? So if you've already watched the video for the day and you're like, I want to see what else Rain got going on, I will be live streaming most likely that night. And you guys will be able to check into the live stream. But if you so happen to don't, bro, what is happening? If you so happen to not check into the live stream, cool. The VOD will still be up for you guys to watch. You know what I'm saying? And then that way I can just live stream and focus on. That way I can live stream and just focus on streaming. And then when I'm done streaming, I can just leave that stream alone. And then for YouTube, I can just focus on YouTube videos. Bro, what is... Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. This should be man to man. He's wide open. Dude, Eckler got jukebox. Ooh, I wish I could have juked him too. Does Eckler got jukebox or just apprentice? Energizer, goal line back, backfield master. Gotcha. I don't know why I said apprentice, but I meant backfield master. But story time now, man. Story time. I just had to tell you guys what the plan was moving further. When you guys see the longer videos, don't be surprised. Because what I was going to do, right? I was going to take the shorter, I was going to take the Twitch streams, right? I was going to take the Twitch streams and post them, like pick out the good games and then pick out the good games and then voice over on them to make shorter videos. You feel me? Make a little 14-minute video here, a 15-minute video here on just that good ass game right there. But that just is too time consuming. It's just too time consuming. So if you do play me in a sub game, don't expect it to get posted on YouTube. Unless we play as a YouTube video. If we're streaming it, it will not be posted on YouTube. But that VOD will always be up for you to tell your friends, hey, go look right there. I played Black Rain right there. It's live on his Twitch. You can go and look at it and get a live reaction, not a cut up pre-recorded video. No, you can go and see his live reaction. I think that might be better anyway. So y'all can actually see like the live reaction while I'm vibing out, chilling. The live reaction is always better, I think. Always better. And then if we do play on a Twitch stream or whatnot, and for it to be a YouTube video, I gotta cut it up, mute it, and then talk over it anyway, so you won't be able to see the live reaction. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the Twitch VOD is always, I feel like that's gonna be the best for me. So to sum it all up, man, longer YouTube videos, live streaming on Twitch, and the VODs will stay up. So that means what? We're playing more Madden. We are about to start playing more Madden than I've ever played, which sounds crazy, but we about to do it. But story time, man. Last night I had a dream, bro. That I was getting ready for football practice, bro. And it's a good dream, you feel me? Make them fumble. It was a good dream, you know what I'm saying? I practiced, I'm doing good, you know what I'm saying? And I woke up like, damn, bro, like, I woke up and literally said to myself, like, damn, I miss football. And I haven't said that in a long time. I haven't missed football in a while. But when I sat down this morning and thought about it, I was like, yo, I really miss football. Because now it's just like, we gotta think about it, bro. Like we don't get many years in college. You get 4 years of eligibility. I don't know what these kids get. Now I seen this kid who was in college for 9 years. I'm like, on a football team for 9 years. I'm like, what in the hell? Like, a couple years he got injured, and he got injured, season-ending injury, and season injury. I'm like, and college is the best time. College was the best time of my life, bro. If I could get 9 years of college, oh my god. Now that's 9 years of class too, I'm guessing. But bro, college was the best time of my life. And I mean like of my entire life so far. And I'm only 28 years old. But you gotta think about it. High school, college, and then I've been out of college, graduated 21, 22 years old. So I've been out of college 6 years. And when you step into this adult world, this adult life, it's like, whoo, man. It's like, wow. It's rough out here. So for the ones that don't know, I'll just tell I ain't gonna say the whole football story, but I'll tell the football story, right? So high school, I was great in high school, right? And it's great because it's a long video. I can really like do my whole high school and college career and things like that. So high school, played running back up until the 11th grade, up until my junior year. Sophomore year high school, I was all state running back. Junior year, all state running back. Senior year, all state linebacker. Junior year, rushed for 2,000 yards, 28 touchdowns. And then senior year, I did some recruiting. I had a best friend of mine who played at my rival high school actually, and he played at my rival high school, and I knew him from travel league baseball that we played back in the past. But he was a pretty good running back, but they ran like the wing T type of shit. And I told him, I was like, listen, bro, like you're not gonna get no looks in that offense that you in, bro. Like, come play with us. Come play with me, and I'll let you have running back. And he was a year under me. So I was like, it's my senior year. I'll come, you know what I'm saying? You can come and I'll let you have running back, bro. And I'll go to defense because I'm trying to win the state championship. You feel me? Whatever that takes, that's what I'm trying to do. And I was like, you have 0% chance of winning the state championship at the school you're at right now. He was like, you know, bro, it really do make sense. He was like, but if you will really let me have running back, then I'll come play. And I was like, sure, bro. And back in my mind, though, I'm saying to myself, like, yeah, bro, you can come play running back, but at the same time, we definitely about to share time. Like, there's no way I just ran for 2,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, all state running back, and finna just hand it over. He was an all-state running back too, though. He was all-state as well, but his numbers was not near as close as mine. Not near. Maybe like 1,200 yards, maybe like half the touchdowns. I don't even think he was all-state. I don't even think he was an all-state running back. Now that I think about it, he was his senior year. He was his senior year, but when he came to, when I was a junior, he was a sophomore. He was not an all-state running back as a sophomore. As a junior and a senior, I think he was. So the year that I was a senior and I told him to come play for us, he ended up being an all-state running back. Because I didn't really split time with him that much. Only in the big games that I played running back and defense. But our conference and everything, my region and everything was just so damn hard to the point where like it was tough for me to play both sides of the ball. But so he came to the school and I immediately went to started practicing defense. I had never really played defense a day in my life for real. Like I was a fucking all-state running back. I just rushed for 2,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, and I went to outside linebacker and keep returning punt return. And keep returning punt return and flat zone KO. Should be a knockout, but it wasn't. I ended up having a great senior year. I ended up rushing I had like 140 tackles. Is that a screen? It looked like a screen. It was. I had 140 tackles, 4 interceptions, 3 returns for a touchdown. And if y'all think I'm lying, you can go and look up my stats. And this is off the top of my head now. This is back in high school. I'm remembering stats from high school. But 140 tackles, 4 interceptions, 3 returns for a touchdown. I had like 10 kick return, punt return touchdowns, and I had like 4 or 5 rushing touchdowns. Because I did play both sides of the ball in good games, in tough games. All-state linebacker. And I ended up going to the All-Star game, which is the biggest. What is he trying to do? Which is the biggest All-Star game in South Carolina and North Carolina. I went to the Shrine Bowl. The Shrine Bowl is North Carolina versus South Carolina All-Star game, pretty much. Now, South Carolina do have another All-Star game. It's called the East-West Bowl game. No. Excuse me. It's called a North-South. It's called a North-South Bowl game. And it's pretty much the north part of South Carolina versus the south part of South Carolina. It's a North-South game. It's like high country versus low country. And that's where you go, like if you're pretty good, but you didn't make the Shrine Bowl. So I was the only one on my team. Nope. Me and another guy, me and the offensive lineman. That's what happened. He came late. He was like a last addition. Somebody had to drop out, couldn't play, and then he got picked up. So me and another guy on my team went to the Shrine Bowl. Then another like 2 or 3 guys on my team went to the North-South game. But went to the Shrine Bowl. Had a great game, bro. Started outside linebacker in the Shrine Bowl. Ended up having like 10 tackles, an interception, 2 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. And I was supposed to be, well, I ain't gonna say I was supposed to be, but I was almost defensive player of the game. But Ben Boulware, the linebacker that went to Clemson, he had the same exact stats as me. 10 tackles, an interception, 2 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. But he also had a fumble recovery, and they gave it to him. They was thinking about giving it. I talked to them. They was like, yeah, we were about to give it to you because I had the game-winning interception. They tried to run a wheel route on the kid. Come on. They tried to run a wheel route on the kid. And mind you, I just played running back, so when I seen the running back come out of the backfield, first of all, he was lined up like right behind the offense line, right behind the tackle, so he's already wide. I'm like, okay, he about to, you know what I'm saying, this has got to be a pass play. Came out the backfield. His immediate thing out the backfield was this right here. I'm like, bro, it is third and 14. I'm like, bro, you come out the backfield immediately wanting the ball. It's 3rd and 14. They not about to pass you the ball. Like, you got to be running a different route. Like, you run the wheel route. He turned up the field. I turned up the field with him. Seen them eyes get big. I shielded him off, went up, high pointed it, caught the thing in the end zone. He behind my in the end zone. You feel me? It was a good day. It was a great day. Before that, I had a couple offers. Before that game, I had a couple offers. I had my first offer was Toledo. I had a couple Mac. I remember I had a couple Mac schools. And a couple SoCon schools. SoCon was like the Southern Conference. It was mainly like, at the point of time, it was like D1 AA schools. So I had App State. No, I had App State. I had like Wofford. I had like Citadel. I had Western Carolina. Toledo. I want to say Akron. I had like University of Massachusetts, UMass. And I had a couple other smaller schools. But after that game right there, I started talking to a bunch of other schools and things like that. I talked to Clemson. Clemson wanted me to come play running back. I was like, well, I don't know why you just quit. But I was like, well, I'm playing linebacker right now. And then it was like, they needed me to be 5'11". I was like, yeah, bro, I'm only 5'10", bro. Like, I can't get any. I ain't taller. And they wanted me to like 210 at the time. I was like 185, 190. Freaking Notre Dame came to the school. And for the day one fans, the real day one fans who watch me, they know I've told this story multiple times. But Notre Dame came and talked to me, and they wanted me to have a 25 on the ACT. And I think I scored like a 23, or I scored a 21. They wanted me to have a 23, one of the two. Can't remember. But they wanted me to have 2 points higher than what I had. And I'm like, they were like, but you got to take it again. Like, they wanted me to take it again, but it goes off your last score. So I went there with a 21 or 23, which is extremely good. Because I'm seeing dudes on my team get 15s and 16s and 17s, and I got a 21 or 23. They're like, we want you to take it again. You know what I'm saying? If you get a higher, you know what I'm saying, we'll offer you. And I was like, I don't know if I can go in there again and repeat what I just did. I don't know if I can go in there and get a 21 or a 23 again. You know, I was like, you know what? Like, I don't know. And at that point in time, I was like, I'm not going to take it again, because if I get a lower score, then that's going to be like, that's when they count the last one you did. And then I was like, man, I'm not about to go in here and do this again. Like, I'm coming to school to play football. Like, I'm not going there for my grades. But when I thought about it, or like after the fact, I was like, Notre Dame is known for their grades and things like that. But I'm like, man, in high school, you thinking like, man, y'all talking to me because y'all see me play football. You feel me? So I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. But after the Shrine Bowl, everything went good. I went on a couple of visits. Now, my first visit was to Toledo. Man, Toledo visit was crazy, bro. Toledo visit was crazy. That was my first visit. And my Shrine Bowl quarterback, Michael Julian, he had offered from Toledo as well. And he was like, yeah, bro, like, I'm going on a visit. So we scheduled our visit at the same time. And they had us as roommates. So we got up there, bro. And if you've never been on a recruiting visit, like an official visit, not like an unofficial, like an official visit, they have like a schedule for you, and you have like a chaperone and host and things like that. So we went up there, and oh wow, I want to hurt him. My chaperone was Chris Dukes, I still remember he was number 5 cornerback for the Toledo Rockets. Chris Dukes now is he's coaching. But Chris Dukes was my host. He took us to this, you know what I'm saying? We had a great time. Took us to this black club the first night in Toledo. Then took us to this diverse club the next time in Toledo. I did not think he was gonna throw that, but we had such a great time. And one thing now when you go on these recruiting visits, the goal for them is to show you all the things that would make you want to commit. You know what I'm saying? So they take you to the sorority houses and show you all the girls, and they show you the nice things that the guys have and the cars and shit. They show you how they living, and like they make it look good for you to be like, yo, I love this school. This is what I want to commit to. And you talk to the coaches, and the coaches will tell you, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we want you to come in right away, and you know what I'm saying? We want you to, you know what I'm saying? We want you to play right away and things like that. And you know, this is where you're gonna be starting at. And they show you film and shit. Now the Toledo visit, they showed me film based on my plays that I had already done in high school. So they was like they showed me my highlight film, and then showed me another linebacker similar to what position I'll be playing. I'm like, look, this is like, imagine yourself doing that play. Like, you already done that play right there at the same time, and like it was fire. It was amazing. It was amazing, and I was just like, damn, like this is amazing. But what he did tell me though, because one thing I really wanted to do was play punt return and kick return. That was the biggest thing I wanted to play. And they was like, listen, we have a senior punt return kick returner right now. You come in your first year, honestly, you know what I'm saying, you probably not gonna get that spot. And that's what I respected the most. He was like, you're probably not gonna get that spot. You come in. He's a senior. He's been here for a while. And the dude ended up going to the league. For a couple years. And I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But we ended up going to the sorority house, right? We ended up going to the sorority house. And that's where my boy Michael Julian fell in love. They showed us these girls. And we all taking shots, drinking. Now, mind you, this is high school. I'm 18 years old. You feel me? 18 years old. I'm under the age to be drinking, but you know, y'all know what be going on. So we drinking. They showing us these girls, and you know, we young minded. And they asked Michael Julian asked the girls like, yo, like if I commit next year, y'all gonna be here? And they was 2 volleyball girls. They was twins. They was like freshmen. They was like, yeah, like we just now got here. You know what I'm saying? We not going nowhere. Tell me why we ended up messing with those girls. But tell me why. Woke up the next morning. He like, yeah, bro, I'm recruiting. I mean, he like, yeah, bro, I'm committing. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, bro, last night was it for me. Like, I done found my girlfriend. Like, that's my. I'm like, yo, like. He's like, nah, bro, like, I ain't even bullshitting. Like, I'm committing. I'm going to tell coach right now. And your visit, you up there for like 2-3 days. You go there like on a Friday, like Friday morning. You get there, then you leave like on a Sunday evening or something like that, Sunday afternoon, something like that. Saturday morning, we woke up. He like, yeah, bro, I'm committing. Like, I don't care to see anything else. Anything else right now is just extra. Like, I'm committing. I was like, bro, you know you finna put pressure on me, right? Like, you know coach finna expect me to commit too. He was like, well, bro, do what you gotta do, but I've already committed. I'm like, what? Dude really went in there and committed, bro. Like, the next morning. Like, yeah, coach, like, this is for me. You know what I'm saying? Mark me down. You'll see me here in the spring. And dead ass, he was there in the spring. Like dead ass serious. He was there in the spring. I'm like, yo, that was crazy. But the following week, I ended up going to Akron. For some reason, Akron was on like a Saturday, Sunday type of thing, which is like around the corner. Not, I ain't gonna say around the corner, but it's in Ohio. It's a screen. But it was fun though. Like it was fun. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really don't remember much about that visit. It's like we didn't do nothing. Like we viewed the facility when I got there. Showed us the locker room, the equipment and things like that. And the rest of the time, I was just with the guys drinking, like dead ass. And we doing any and everything. It's kind of like the coach was like, yeah, bro, well, yeah, fellas, older fellas, what we need y'all to do is get these young fellas drunk. and get a verbal commitment out of them. Because the whole time, all I remember is just getting drunk and them asking me the whole time, like, yeah, bro, you'll be good here. You ready to commit? You ready to commit? Like, yeah, bro, you ready to commit? Like, that's all, I remember that's all they kept asking me. And it kind of like, I ain't gonna say it threw me off, but that kind of was the reason why I was like, I don't know about this school. So then my last visit, I went to App State. I think back in the day, back when I was in high school, you was only allowed 3 official visits. And I took my last one to App State. I was offered by App State, and the guy that went to the Shrine Bowl with me, my offensive lineman, he got offered by App State too. Now the offensive lineman that I'm cool with, he got a twin brother. He got a twin brother who played tight end, and we was like, you know what I'm saying? We want you to come on the visit too. So he was like, all right, bet. So he came too. So we went on like a three person visit. Let's go. I don't know who he was throwing it to. If he was throwing it to the spot route guy, I was gonna pick that off myself. But we went on a 3-person visit, right? And when I got there, I had a different roommate because they were brothers, so they roomed together, and they got me with a random who was on this visit too. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, App State was fun. It was to the point where I was like, damn, like I really like. As soon as I got there, I was like, this feels like home. Now App State is only 2 hours from where I'm originally from in South Carolina, but I was like, bro, this really feels like home to me. Like, as soon as I got there, you know what I'm saying, after going on 2 visits to Ohio, coming back to the Carolinas, I'm like, bro, the Southern hospitality is nice. You know, it was just great. Only thing, it was just cold as hell. And I was like, it really don't matter how cold it is. I was just now in Ohio on 2 visits, and I was thinking about locking in Toledo. I was like, I would have to deal with the cold air anyway. So we get there, and they showed us the facility. The facility really is what did it for me. Like, they had gold seats. It wasn't like 24 karat gold. It was like gold like plated seats. The toilet seats was black and gold. Like, everything was like official, bro. Like, everything was. And at the point in time, App State was D1 AA at this point in time. App State was D1 AA, and they had better facilities than Akron, who was D1, and Toledo, who was D1. They had better facility. Weight room was way better. Like, everything was better. And I'm like, damn. You feel me? I'm like, holy shit. You feel me? So then the first night we all went out. You know what I'm saying? All went out to this frat party. Now, App State is big on frat parties and sorority parties and things like that. Went to the frat party. Had a great time. Me and my roommate actually got in a fight at the frat party. We leaving, and one of y'all reminded me of what they called the apps that I did another video where I said they had like this type of Ubers type thing that would like take y'all to different frat parties, because they would never give you the address. You had to jump into like an Uber, but it's called a beeper. They had beepers that you can like get on your phone and like, okay, we want to go to this frat party tonight, and a beeper would pull up, and you didn't have the address, but the beeper had the address, and that'd take you. So beeper would just come up and like be like a U that come up, drop people off, bam, go out, drop people off, go out. And it was snowing up there when we was on our visit. Beeper came up, dropped somebody off, and was spinning to get out, and my homeboy was just walking drunk, and boom, got hit. Well, he wasn't my homeboy. He was my roommate. He got out. He got out to say sorry he got out to say sorry, and my homeboy just started. Not my homeboy. My roommate just started beating him up. I'm like, damn, say less. So we got jumping and all type of shit. We got back the next morning and we was like, yeah, bro. Like, I don't remember last night. We got drunk. We got in a fight. All type of shit. But it just felt like home. So, my one homie who had got the offer already, he was like, yeah, bro, I like it here. It's close to home. You know what I'm saying? Parents can always come to the games, things like that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I want to commit. And I was like, oh, man, like, okay, now you putting pressure on me. And we all wanted to go. The other brother who didn't have an offer was like, yeah, man, I would love to come here. And we ended up working it out. Like, I was like, okay, cool. If you can get some scholarship I'll talk to coach and try to tell him, you know what I'm saying, we can talk to him and be like, we want like a 3-way scholarship. If we both commit, then you got to give him a scholarship too. And the way they worked it out, they was already rich as fuck, like rich as fuck. And the way they worked it out, he got like a partial scholarship because they agreed, like the parents agreed to like, hey, any type of money is good money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They really didn't even care about the money, but the way we worked it out, like, okay, not the best read, but not the best read. But the way the parents worked it out, like, yo, any type of money is great money. You know what I'm saying? We gonna cover it regardless, whatever the case may be. So we end up committing to App State. So I'm thinking like this game's bad. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking like, okay, I'm already committed to App State. Like I'm there. But that was like after the season. We had to wait until like, you know what I'm saying, the spring or the summer to really get there. So I'm clowning around, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying to myself, like, I'm already committed. I'm going there. Can't nobody tell me nothing. So I'm goofing off. Like, I'm still being bad. Like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the streets doing things I shouldn't be doing. I'm beefing with certain people. I'm all on the internet cursing them out and things like that, telling them when I see you, you going to see me, and you going to be in the ICU after you see me, and shit like that. And I'm getting phone calls from the coaches like, listen, you can't, you know what I'm saying, you representing our program right now, you can't be doing that and things like that. And I'm just like, man, whatever, man, you know what I'm saying? I just kept on doing it. And I got one phone call. He was like, listen, bro, you're a great student, great athlete. He was like, but this is your last strike. Like, you got it. And at this point in time, I had went ahead and already got App State tattoos. I got Yusuf's tattooed right there. I don't know if y'all can see Yusuf tattoo right there. I got an App State football right there. I had already got all type of App State tattoos, and I'm saying to myself, like, yo, if I don't get to this school, I am in trouble. So I had to calm down to actually like get there. You feel me? So I calmed down and I got there. After I got there, you know what I'm saying? After I got there, had a great freshman summer. A great summer, bro. Had one of the best summers ever as a freshman. Went up there, ran 4.40. Now, mind you, I went up there as an athlete. They didn't know what to recruit me as: running back, linebacker, kick return, punt return. So I went up there as an athlete, which means like, yo, we're gonna recruit you, and then when you get here, we'll figure out what's best for you. I was like, bet. Went up there, ran a 4.42 40. I was the pound for pound strongest player on the team, pound for pound. Which means a lot of people don't know what pound for pound means. Like, you mean to tell me that like you went up there at 5'10", 195, and you stronger than an offensive lineman? Like, you lift more weights than offensive lineman? It's like, no, it's not. It's not. It kind of, but pound for pound means like based on my weight, and then you add up your 3 main lifts, you are stronger than everybody else based on their weight. So for an example, pound for pound, if I am 195, and I bench press 350, and the offensive lineman, is, 330 pounds, and he bench press 370. He bench press more than me, but he also weighs 200 more pounds than me, 100 and some more pounds than me. So he's not actually stronger than me pound for pound. He's stronger than me weight wise, but based on his weight, based on how much he weigh, he's not stronger than me. Pretty much saying like if I was his weight, I would bench press way more than what he would. But I went up there pound for pound strongest on the team. 3 main lifts: bench, squat, power clean, and up there we did 4 main lifts. God damn, I can't catch interceptions. Bench, squat, power clean, and then we did like deadlift. Bench, squat, power clean, and deadlift. Yeah, and deadlift. And pound for pound strongest on the team. I was number 3 fastest on the team. We had a guy come from Oregon named Takoy Sumler. Takoy Sumler, if you look him up, Takoi Sumler, he got like the I want to say unofficial fastest high school time ever. I think he ran like 4.1 something in high school. He ended up going to Oregon, but he ended up coming to App State. He tore his ACL at Oregon or something. Came to App State. He was the fastest. I think he ran like 4.38 or something at the time. And then we had Jaquil Capel, receiver, ran like a 4.41 or something. Then we had Dante Blackman, cornerback, ended up running like a 4.42. And then me and another freshman corner who came in, Brandon Pinkney, ran a 4.44. Now, mind you, once again, I'm 5'10", 195, running a 4.4 flat, 4.44. And the only guys in front of me that's faster than me is DBs and receivers. So I wasn't tripping. So they was, and then I my vertical, I was one of the most conditioned people ever, bro. Like, conditioning was kicking ice cream to me. My vertical, I jumped like a 38. The only person who had a higher vertical than me was Malachi Jones. He ended up going to the league for a little bit. Then he played arena ball for a little bit. Malachi Jones' brother played for Notre Dame. If you guys remember when back when Manti Te'o was playing for Notre Dame, they had a receiver, number 7. Can't remember his first name, last name Jones. That was his brother. Their dad ended up playing in the MLB for a bunch of years. But Malachi Jones jumped like a 38.5 or something, 39. And then we had a guy named Schaefer. I don't remember his first name. We just called him Schaefer. Last name was Schaefer. Schaefer jumped like a 38.5. Athletic ass white boy. Played linebacker. We actually played the same position, but he jumped higher than me. So I went in there top 5 as a freshman. I went in there top 5 fastest on the team, pound for pound strongest on the team, top 3 highest vertical on the team. I had a fucking great summer. There was a senior in front of me, senior linebacker in front of me. We ended up fighting for the position, and then we was sharing time. First game of the season went to Montana. First game, now mind you, this is all the way back in fucking 2013, 2014. This is 10, 11 years ago. Went to Montana first game. I played special teams a lot, played a couple snaps of defense. Then the second game, I want to say we went to Elon, and then at practice I tore my meniscus. At practice, and back in the day, how I was set up is if it was like the first 3 games of the season and you didn't really play that many snaps, you could redshirt. So I tore my meniscus, and I didn't immediately have surgery. I tried to play on it, and I really messed it up. And then that's like, okay, we need to have surgery. So I ended up having surgery, and the surgery was only a 2-week. It was only like a 2-week surgery. Flat zone KO. Only a 2-week surgery, but by that time it was like week 3 or week 4, and they was like, okay, we need to redshirt you before you end up wasting your eligibility. And I'm like, all right, bet. But they was like, okay, but when you redshirt, you know what I'm saying, the way they got it set up is when you redshirt is like, you know what I'm saying, now you don't travel with the team, you just chilling. And coach was like, yo, you going one of these days you're gonna be the leader of the defense. We want you to travel. Like, we want you to travel just to see how things go this year, you know what I'm saying? Just so you can understand, so next year you'll be ready and prepared. And I was like, all right, cool. So I traveled the next couple of games. And I ain't gonna lie, it was boring, you know what I'm saying, to just travel. And I'm standing in the hotel room with the guys, and like they watching film and studying and shit, and I'm just sitting there like, I know I'm not playing or nothing. Like, why I want to keep doing this? So one weekend, I was like, yo, coach, I want to go home and see my family this weekend. I ain't able to travel. He was like, okay, cool. Then I started making a habit of it. Like, okay, I really don't want to travel, and I just stopped traveling. And when I stopped traveling, I just started getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Getting in trouble. And it's like the high school days just came back. And I just realized I am beating this dude's ass. And I end up getting in trouble. I'll tell you the inside stories another time, individual stories. But I ended up getting in trouble, and then we made it to the summer. And then I ended up getting arrested in the summer. Right before camp was starting. I ended up getting arrested, and I ended up getting kicked off the team. Coach was like, you can stay, and the way they had it set up, the school was like, you can still come to school here, but you're kicked off the team for 6 months, and that 6 months coming up was like the actual football season. Now, if it was like after the season, and I got kicked off the team for the spring, that would have been cool. But this was like spring was just done, now summer, and it was like you done off the team for 6 months, which missed the football season. And I was like, I don't know about that. So I was like, you know what? I'm about to transfer schools. I was like, what? I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm about to transfer. And I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you still got your 4 years, because, you redshirted this year, so you still got 4. You get kicked out this year, you're off the team this year, then you still have 3 years left. And I was like, that shit's ass. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I want to transfer so I can play right now. You know what I'm saying? So I looked around for schools to transfer to. And as far as like transferring, I was looking for like a full scholarship, because I was at App State on a full scholarship. So I was looking at schools that would like give me a full scholarship based on my practice film at App State and based off my high school film. And my homie that I picked up on my team to play running back for me, he was at Youngstown State. He had just transferred, or he had just committed to Youngstown State. And I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, bro, like, we'd love to have you up here, bro. Like, I'll tell coach about you, show me film and all that shit, bro, and we'll see what's up. But he showed coach the film. The next day I got a call like, yeah, bro, we'll give you a full offer right now. Like pack your shit up from down there. We're gonna send you a plane ticket, all that type of shit, everything, and you can be up here tomorrow. I'm like, what? He like, yes, bro, like we want you. Like, say less. Like, I'm like, bet. Like, that shit that easy than shit. Say less. So within the next week, it wasn't the next day, but within the next week, I was at Youngstown State. So I get up there, everything's cool, everything's cordial, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting to know the players and shit like that. Everything's calm. But I'm still dealing with the court case back at App State, you feel me? It's not just when you get pulled over or arrested, it's not just, oh, you got to deal with the school. You got to wait for your court case to come up. I was out on bond pretty much. So I had to celebrate. I dare you. I knew you would. Cause you trash. I knew you would. So the way Youngstown was set up, when I got there, coach asked me like, yo, you got any felonies on your record? I'm like, nah, I ain't got no felonies. He's like, cool, you good. But the way my stuff was set up, I had pending felonies from the App State case. But we talked to my lawyer, and my lawyer was like, yeah, bro, like you ain't about to have no felonies whatsoever after I get done with this case. Like none. Like just straight up none. And I'm telling coach at Youngstown State that, and I'm telling the school that, because if you come to the school, I guess I had a rule, if you come to the school with felonies or whatnot, or pending felonies, you had to sit out a year or something like that. And I'm like fuck, because I have none, but I have pending felonies. And I'm trying to hurry up this court case at App State before the season start, because if the season start, then I can't play that season. So I'm like, fuck, you feel me? So and they just keep on like pushing the court date back at App State, and I'm just like, no, like I need to. And my lawyer was like, bro, like we really trying to do what's best for your future. You know what I'm saying? I understand you want to play this season, but we got to get everything lined up, so that you don't have anything bad on your record. So when the season started, I still had those pending felonies on my record, so I was not able to play my redshirt freshman year at App State. It was like game 2 or something where like I ended up going to court and ended up beating all the charges. I ain't gonna say beating all the charges, but I got like I had to do like community service for a lot of things. One thing I had to do was take a drug test, which was easy because I didn't smoke in the first place. Passed that. Then I had to go to I had to do some community service hours, and I had to go to AA meetings, Alcohol Anonymous meetings, which was easy. I just had to do a certain amount of hours, and then that was it. That was it. So I did not play my redshirt freshman year, right? So I did not play my freshman year or my redshirt freshman year. So boom, got to be PI, right? So boom, my redshirt sophomore season comes, and I have a senior linebacker starting in front of me. I'm like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? And I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna be able to play or whatnot and things like that. Like, can I beat this guy out for his position? And the first game of the season's on the way. We've been battling through camp. I mean, battling through camp. And the first game of the season starts, and he's starting in front of me. I'm like, like it hurt because I've never been a backup nowhere. Like, never have I like competed and like actually like, okay, you're not the starter. And I understood it though. I'm like, okay, I understand. But right before, like, bro, it had to been like 3-4 days before the season started. We played Pittsburgh. 3-4 days before the season started. The school, not even the coach, the school did a random drug test. Drug tested him, and he failed. And he failed with like, what the fuck? He failed with flying colors. Like, he failed bad. So he was suspended for the first 2 games, which means I was the starter. So I went out there first game versus Pitt and went crazy. First game versus Pitt, which is my first game, which was ended up being my first game since high school. First game that, well, not the first game. I played in the Montana game, but I didn't actually play linebacker. I played special teams. But that was like my first full game since high school, since the Shrine Bowl. Went out there, went crazy, bro. Had a couple tackles. Well, not a couple. Had like 10 tackles. A couple tackles for loss. Fumble recovery. And that's when James Conner was on Pittsburgh. That's when Tyler Boyd played for Pittsburgh. Tyler Boyd was suspended that game. For some reason. But played against James Conner. Played against this guy named Quadre Ollison, something like that. He was a special teams demon, slot receiver demon. Went out there and played crazy. We ended up losing that game like 35-42. We were supposed to get smoked that game, but we lost by 7 points. Lost the game by 7 points. Next game come, I start that game. I did great, and then the senior is back. The senior is back from suspension. And he started the 3rd game of the season. Like, the first drive, he went out there the first drive and did terrible. First drive, went out there and did horrible. Coach put me in. I did great. And ever since then, that dude never seen the field that season. Really never again. It was disrespectful. It was just so disrespectful because he was like, I guess they were saying that he was like a NFL prospect or something. Like a 5th, 6th round linebacker type of dude. And I don't know, his senior year, he just like, I don't know if it was the competition but he just fell off the earth, bro. He just didn't care to practice no more. He ended up being the type of player that like, we up big. Coach put him in for the last couple of possessions. As a senior, that is so disrespectful, bro. Like, you put freshmen in like that, and they just doing him like that, and I was like, man. But my redshirt sophomore season had a great season. Ended up getting an all-conference player. I was an all-conference player, which is we was in the Missouri Valley. Missouri Valley in D1 AA is like the SEC. You got North Dakota State, North Dakota, South Dakota State, South Dakota, Illinois State, UNI, Southern Ill, is Western Ill in Youngstown State. I think it's 9, maybe one more team. If you done made it this far into the video, man, and you have not hit that like button, man, please hit the like button. I need you guys to comment down below. I need other topics to talk about too, you know what I'm saying? I need you guys to comment some topics down below that you guys want me to conversate about. Like I said, I'm doing more time on these videos, spending more time, so I need more engagement from you guys, man. Smash the like button, comment down below. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, man. We turning this to, like we've already done, we turning to Madden podcast. But so boom, after my redshirt sophomore season, all conference, I want to say I had like 78 tackles or some shit. I had a bunch of sacks, a bunch of tackles for loss, no interceptions. Had a bunch of pass deflections and things like that. But I was named the defensive captain. It was actually my redshirt sophomore year was actually pretty fun. Okay, defensive captain. Then my redshirt junior year came in the summer. Got in trouble again. Ended up getting arrested again. Suspended from the school. Not suspended from school, but suspended from the team. My homie I was with got suspended from the school, but I just got suspended from the football team. So I still went to school. I still practiced. Well, I wasn't suspended from the team. I just could not play. I was suspended from playing. Suspended from playing, but I still practiced. After the court case, I had to do some community service. So I would go to practice. I would go to class, go to practice, and then sometimes I have to leave practice early to do community service, and sometimes I have to leave community service to go to practice. You know what I'm saying? So, thanks for playing that, bro. I didn't think you was gonna play it. But yeah, so I got suspended my redshirt junior year. I'll speak on that topic at another time as well. So did not play at all my redshirt junior year except for the playoffs. We ended up making it to the playoffs, which is a bracket series. Which is a bracket series in D1 AA. Corner out, right side. I knew it. Which is a bracket series. It's like a 16 or 32 team bracket. Can't remember what it is. And you play each game until you get to the finals. I ended up appealing my suspension. I was like, well, I didn't appeal it. I just talked to him. I was like, listen, you said I was suspended for the season, which is, I'm guessing, the regular season. Nobody anticipated us making the playoffs. I was like, I just sat here and sat out a whole season. Can I come back for the playoffs? And they was like, you know what? Yes, sir, you can. And I was like, oh, my flat zone KO. What are you doing, Derwin? And you was in a hard flat. What the fuck? That's crazy. So and I ended up sitting out my whole season, but I ended up coming back for the playoffs. First playoff game I came back with versus can't remember. But I didn't play much. Great defense. I didn't play much linebacker that game. I played all special teams: punt return, kick return, kickoff return, punt return, kickoff punt, all that shit. Field goal block, all that shit. Just so I can get my legs back up under me and get back into actual game speed, because I was just practicing. But what I was doing in practice is I was on the scout team, but I was going hard versus the number one offense. So I was still getting my conditioning in. Like, I was still doing everything great. Speed was still good. Strength was still good. I was treating it like I was preparing for games every week, even though I wasn't. That's just type of work ethic I had. And I still got it. I still got that work ethic. I still go to the gym every single day. You know what I'm saying? I still go in the gym and work out like I still work out like I'm competing for something. I still work out like I'm competing for something. Third and 12 run is crazy. 3rd and 12 run is just disgusting. But playoffs game, I did not play much first game. Now the next game I played a lot. It was versus Jacksonville State. I actually started, and I kind of felt bad because I manned him up. I kind of felt bad because there was a linebacker we had. He done sat here and played the whole season, started the whole season, got him through everything the whole season. And then I come back in the playoffs, and now I'm just starting. It was crazy. But it was a lot of buzz around that. Like, okay, we got a linebacker back for the playoffs. Came back, bro. I went stupid that game. And it's crazy because I didn't even play a lot. I didn't play a lot because we had different packages that game. I didn't play as much as I wanted to. But I ended up having like 12 tackles that game. I had like 12 tackles that game. I had a crazy game. But there's an interview on YouTube about it. There's an interview after the game. I was interviewed after the game. That was my first game back. It was versus Jacksonville State. You can go and look up Lee Wright's interview versus Jacksonville State. Oh, Bland got there. Lee Wright's post-game interview versus Jacksonville State, and you'll probably see it. Then the next game, we played against Wofford. I started that game too. One of my most boring games because they was like a wing T type of team, and I was out. And they would always flex out 2 receivers, and I was always in a slot flexing, playing a receiver. Except for when he motioned in, then I would motion into the box. But it was a boring game, but I ended up having like 6-7 tackles that game. I did pretty good that game too. We ended up winning that game in like overtime or double overtime, something like that. Ended up winning that game in like double overtime. Screen right there is crazy. Ended up winning that game in double overtime, and then we went to Eastern Washington, played against Cooper Kupp and Kendrick Bourne and those guys out there. Played against Cooper Kupp, Kendrick Bourne. They had a DN, Samuel EBOOKS, something like that. Cooper Kupp gave me, I ain't gonna say just me. Pick that. Thank you. Cooper Kupp gave. It's crazy because we end up double teaming Cooper Kupp right on one play. He burnt us, and that game was on. That game was on YouTube. You can see that. You can watch that game on YouTube. It's Youngstown State versus Eastern Washington playoffs. You can watch that game. You'll see me out there, number 5. You'll see me. What did I not have X in a slant? So where did he go? Why was he still on that side of the field? Like, what the fuck? But I had a pretty solid game right there. That was a pretty solid game. Cooper Kupp gave us 10 catches for 200 yards at halftime. I don't know what he ended up with. It was a high scoring game. I don't know what he ended up with though. I don't know what he ended up with. I don't even want to go and look at the stats. I want to say 10 for 200 at halftime. I want to say, but I'm not exactly sure. It felt like it. I don't know what he actually ended up with. But it felt like 10 for 200 at motherfucking halftime. He was out there frying shit. He was out there frying shit. I should have threw it to the running back on the inside. Damn, Mr. Reed. We ended up beating them on a last second catch, like when I say last second catch, it was like a last second catch. Oh my God, Herb. Oh my God, Herb. Oh my God, Herb. Oh my God. I would quit after somebody did me like that. Like, no joke, I would really quit. I would really, real deal quit. So then the next game was the national championship, man. Went to the national championship, played against I always forget this damn team, man. They end up doing good this year too. Purple team, man. Purple. Youngstown State versus it's right there, bro. I got it. I just can't think of the name. James Madison. Played James Madison. Ended up losing 28-14, and that was rough, bro. That was rough. Losing a national championship is rough, man. And the crazy thing about this, I wouldn't say that we wasn't prepared. I feel like we got out-coached. And when you get out-coached, you get outplayed too. Sometimes the players can make up for the difference, but like we really, real deal, just got out-coached. Like they came out in some shit that we hadn't seen before, and it's like they knew. It's like they knew exactly what we was gonna. It's like they knew exactly what defense we was gonna play versus them and everything, and then they just knew the weaknesses of that defense. Offensively, they pressed man, put everybody in the box to stop the run, and just challenged us. Just challenged our fucking DBs. Challenged our receivers to beat press coverage, and we just couldn't do it. Now, mind you, we ended up getting a field goal blocked that game. They ended up blocking a punt that game as well. So, you know what I'm saying? They were just. Some people will put it in a situation and say they just wanted it more than y'all. But I feel like we just got out-coached. I feel like we got outcoached. We got outplayed too, but I feel like we got outcoached. But lost that. And that was my redshirt junior year. At this point in time now, I done got involved in the streets a little bit. I done started making some money that I ain't never been making before. I ain't gonna say never making before, but I done touched some money that I ain't used to happen. And it affected my gameplay for my senior year, my senior season. As far as like I wasn't in the gym as much as I usually was. I wasn't watching film as much as I usually was. Now, mind you, I still had a great senior season, but wow, Derwin. Great senior season, but I can tell like I wasn't really fully committed to it no more. I wasn't really fully like, you know, for your season, your senior season, you're thinking like, yo, bro, you got to get your ass in the gym. You trying to make it to the league and all type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? This got to be one of your best seasons. And one of the main things that happened is I played my whole career like 205, 210 linebacker, but I was like more of a tight end guarding, slot guarding type of linebacker. But I can get down in the trenches too. You feel me? But I didn't like getting down in the trenches because I was small. You feel me? And my offensive linemen, boy, they get their hands on you. It is pancake season. So I told myself, I said I wanted to gain weight for my senior season. So I got to like 215, 220. But it wasn't the 215, 220 I wanted when I actually got into the season. Because like I said, I didn't hit the gym as much as I wanted to. Now, mind you, I did the mandatory things but I used to like work out like by myself too. Like, yo, what we doing this weekend? Oh, before we go out or whatever the case may be, I'm about to hit the gym, or I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? So I was one of those guys that even though I did what was required, I did a lot of extra. Until my senior year, I didn't do the extra. And went through the season, played great, but had a bunch of nagging injuries that I played through. Like I had a nice RPO. I had like this, it was like a cyst between my alright, we got I had like a cyst between my pinky toe and my ring toe, like in between here, like in between here, that like it was like, bro, and the only way to get rid of it is you had to like dig it out, and it was like, I don't know how to explain it, but that shit was hell. That shit bothered me the whole season. And then I had a bad shoulder. I had a bad knee that I played through, and but mind you, I still had a great season. Numbers wise, I still had a great season. I don't even remember what my numbers was my senior season, but I had a great season. I played every game that season. Had a great season. But I can just tell that I really wasn't into it. I really wasn't in it mentally like I should have been or like I could have been. Really wasn't all the way dedicated to it. And I was like stuck and torn between am I gonna do the Pro Bowl or am I not? And at first I wasn't gonna do it. I had not planned to do it. That should be picked off. And then towards the end of it, you know what I'm saying, when I had people asking me like, yo, bro, you doing the Pro Bowl? I'm like, nah, yeah, you doing the it's not the Pro Bowl, but you doing the Pro Day? I'm like, nah, I ain't doing it. And then when coaches found out I wasn't doing it, they was like, yo, bro, what are you doing, bro? Like, you got a legit chance, bro. Go do that shit. And I was just like, nah, bro, I ain't doing it. And then coaches really got on me and was like, yo, you doing it. Like, I don't care what the hell you talking about. You finna do this Pro Day. And I was like, well, I ain't been training for it. They was like, well, start training. Like, you good. Like, what more do you need? I was like, listen, coach, like, I'm sitting with a bummed up shoulder. I'm like, my knee ain't where, you know what I'm saying? My knee ain't where I wanted to be because I ain't been doing no treatment after the season. And I was really just making excuses for myself. And it was like valid excuses for myself, and it wasn't for nobody else. It was for myself because like during the summer we did a 225 challenge to see who could do the most, and I did 32. I did 225 32 times, which is like offensive line numbers. You feel me? I had a guy on my team who ended up going to the league. His name was Derek Rivers. Derek did 225. He ended up doing it 34 times. And I was training for the Pro Day, and I ended up doing it 22 times, and that shit really like got in my head. That shit pissed me off. I'm like, bro, I done sat here this summer and did it 32 times, and now after the season I can only do it 22 times. I'm like, nah, this is some bullshit. I really don't even want to do the Pro Day now because I'm not even like, I know I'm capable of doing way more than what I just now did. Like that's crazy. I didn't practice running the 40, but I knew the way my knee was set up, I wasn't gonna really run a 40 that I knew I could run. And it's crazy because at Youngstown State, we rarely ever ran 40s. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even have like a legit number on what my 40 was. And in my mind, I'm thinking back to when I played, you know what I'm saying? Back when I was a freshman at App State, I ran a 4.44. I'm thinking like, okay, that's back when I was 195. I'm like, I'm 215, 220 now. I wonder what I can run now. Like, I had no clue. And I'm like, with a bum knee, I was still running. Like, I was still fast. But I'm like, with a bum knee, I'm like, I don't know, maybe 4.5, 4.6. I'm like, nah, I can't go out like that. Like, that shit dead. I'm not finna go out here and run no fucking 4.5, 4.6. I'm not finna go out here and do 225 fucking 22 times. And I'm like, nah, I ain't doing all that. So boom, this is a true story. Everything I've ever said in this video is 100% facts. It's like 2 weeks before the Pro Day start, right? 2 weeks before the Pro Day actually is. I said, okay, I'm finna go on vacation. I'm finna go home, visit my family for a little bit. But while I'm down there with family, I'm gonna work out every single day, and then I'm gonna come back up here. Because mind you, I graduated. Well, school was over with for me. That was my senior year. School was over with for me. So, school was over with. So I'm like, okay, cool. What I'm about to do, go home, chill with family for a little bit, but work out and really get my mind ready for this pro day. I just need to relax a little bit. So I went home. Worked out. I was working out consistently, but then I started going out while I was at home. It had to be like a month before the pro day. It had to be like a month. Yeah, it was a month before the pro day, because like the first 2 weeks I was working out consistently and things like that. Then like the last 2 weeks, the last week I ended up hanging out with some friends from back in the day. We ended up going out. I stopped working out for a little bit, but I still felt good. And then the weekend came, and I was like, I want to go to the beach this weekend. I had homework to the beach. So I was like, yo, come to the beach this weekend. I'm like, bet. So where I'm from in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach is like 2.5, 3 hours away. I'm like, bet. Yo, what is up with my camera? Why I keep doing this shit? Screamed at him. So I ended up going to the beach for the weekend, right? And something ended up happening to my car to where like my motor was fucked up. So I had to put my car in the shop down there. So I'm like, damn, I have no way back. You know what I'm saying? I have no way to drive, like, to get to this, you know what I'm saying? Because I drove from Ohio to South Carolina. Oh my God. Why are you still juking for? What are you still juking for, bro? Where's my, I know what my team is. I pass committed right there, so all my guys were slow. So even if he was tired, they wasn't gonna catch him. But something happened with my car. And my car I had to put it in a shop down there. And the reason I had to put the shop down there because my car was under warranty, and if anything happened to it, it was fixed for free. So I ended up blowing the motor while I'm on vacation in Myrtle Beach, and I had to put it in a shop to get a brand new motor. This is where the story gets crazy at. So I'm down there. I get a text message from Mike Williams. A text message from now Jets receiver Mike Williams. Yo, bro, where you at, bro? So I'm in Myrtle Beach vibing. No, I got a call. Yo, bro, where you at, bro? I'm in Myrtle Beach vibing. Shit, me and the gang in Miami. What we doing? Pull up. I'm like, what? He like, yeah, we just got to Miami today. I'm like, okay. I'm like, shit, what y'all trying to do? Rush 2 is crazy. I'm like, what we doing? He was like, shit, we got the crib, we got everything. He said, shit, all you gotta do is just pull up and vibe, bro. Like, that's all you gotta do. What? Yeah, bro, we got the vibes with us too. We got the girls, we got the... He like, just pull up, bro. Man, I looked at plane tickets, and I was on my way to Myrtle. I was on my way to Miami faster than you could spell Miami. And this was the weekend. And this was, I thought we had you, Jerry Everett. And this was the weekend of when the Pro Bowl, the Pro Day was supposed to be too. This the weekend, and I said, you know what? I will not be attending the Pro Day. I am going to Miami. I will not be attending this Pro Day. I am taking my ass to Miami. And I did. I went to Miami. Had a blast. I went to Miami. I had a blast. Shout out to Mike Will with the catch right there. Went to Miami, had a blast. And I get a text message. From Coach like, yo, why didn't you do the Pro Day? I'm like, I tried to ignore it for a little bit, and he was just like, he texted me again. He was like, you know, it was NFL teams here waiting on you. I'm like, who? He was like, the Browns and the Steelers was here looking for you. In my mind, that wasn't really like nobody important, because the Browns, Cleveland was like an hour and a half from Youngstown, and the Steelers was like an hour from Youngstown. And what they, you know what I'm saying? What they known for doing is, what the Steelers and the Browns is known for doing is like recruiting guys from Youngstown to you know what I'm saying, join the practice squad and pretty much be like practice players for them. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm like, that's whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he called me. He was like, you know, they was really like, you know what I'm saying, you could have really been one of them guys for them. And the craziest thing about it is, we had a guy, Kevin Rader. No disrespect to Kevin Rader at all. If you ask anybody on that team that year, he should not have been one of the guys that came close to being in the NFL. Like, he was just not good. But he had the body frame. He was like a 6'3", 6'4", big chiseled tight end. He could run, but he just couldn't catch that good. But he ended up having a game-winning catch for us in the game versus Kupp and them at Eastern Washington. He ended up making that catch right there, and that's what really put him on the market. And his combine was good. He caught the ball good at the combine, and he just ended up being a player that the coaches liked. And he ended up going to the Steelers on the practice squad, and ended up making the team on the practice squad. And to this day, Kevin Rader is still in the league. To this day, he is still in the league. And he was one of those ones that the Steelers picked up first, like, yo, we're going to have you as a practice squad player. And he ended up making the team. And he's been on the corner route again. Why would you throw that? He's been on the Steelers. He's been on the Packers. He's been on the Titans. But he's still in the league. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those guys that was like, you look at him and be like, yo, bro, you could play in the league. Or do you play in the league? But like, if you knew him, like, bro, this dude was not it. We did not think we did it. I mean, we practiced with him every day. We seen him play and things like that, but we just did not think he was it. But shout out to Kevin Rader. In the league still, I think. In the league still, doing numbers. Don't really get that many catches and things like that, but he's been playing fullback and blocking and shit. It don't matter what you're doing. If you're in the league still, you're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? But coach was like, yo, bro, you really could have been one of those guys. And I was just like, you know, I made my decision, man. And do I regret it to today? At first, I didn't regret it. You know what I'm saying? First, I was like, I'm one of them guys, like, you know what I'm saying? I can make the best out of my life regardless. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make the best out of it regardless. But bro, my life could have been like totally different. And I'm not complaining. Like, to this day, I'm not complaining. Like, I'm not sad. Like, man, I wish I would have. You know what I'm saying? But like, I wish I would have. I wish I would have. I would like to see how things could have been. Now, I'm not upset how things is now. You know what I'm saying? Things turned out great. But I would like to see how things could have been. You know what I'm saying? And it's all, you always had those could have been, would have been moments. Man, if I would have did that, if I could have did that, and it was something that I should have did, I should have just went out there and attempted it. But I knew, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't at my best. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, when I look at the numbers and things like that, like 225 22 times for a linebacker is still good. Like, my best was better than, well, my C average game was better than some people's, you know what I'm saying, A game and things like that. So I was like, damn, like, shit could have really been, you know what I'm saying? I could have went out there and performed and showed the coaches that, you know what I'm saying, what I could do at a C game, and then go out there and get healed up and everything, and then show them my A game, and they're going to be like, oh, okay, nice. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't give myself the chance. But there right there was 5 games with the Chargers, man. I think that's what I'll try to do, man. I'll try to give you guys 5 games with each team. Give you guys a little background, a little story, or whatever the case may be. But I need you guys to comment down below on how you feel about the situation. I need you guys to smash that like button, man. 500 likes is what we're trying to hit. I need you guys to comment down below on topics you guys want me to talk about, so I can keep this series going, man. I ain't got that much interesting shit about me. You feel me? I kind of do, but like, to be talking for an hour and 30 minutes straight on it, you know what I'm saying? But I need you guys to comment down below, man. Smash the like button if you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below in the comment section. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, Black Rain, yeah,